I believe that it's important to make and chronicle the history so that the people that are coming after can find it and they can use it to bring back to them what has already happened. And there's a statement that says, if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. And if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. So I think it's important for us to chronicle this and also to acknowledge those who have done what they've done to open some doors that others can go through, because we're all standing on somebody's shoulders. And we need to acknowledge those shoulders we've stand on while they're here. You know, I mean, almost 50 years or more than 50 years have passed. Some are not here. But people need to know you did help somebody. And there's a saying, if you've helped somebody, then you've done good, you know. Know that you being here at this university took a lot of effort, a lot of sacrifice from a lot of people to get you where you are today. And it's not just about you. It's about more than you. You're paving a road for others to follow. So your efforts here have to exemplify excellence. You're not just here to party. You're not just here to do what you want to do. You're here to make a statement for somebody else to follow. You know, and when we get out of our head that it's not about us, and I understand that there's some folks, younger folks, that think the world revolves around me, but when you find out it doesn't, and that you're here for a reason, and that reason is greater than you. The newness of the place and all of the expansion of the facilities and the removal of those that were there when we were there, it's different. It's very different. And things that looked really large don't look that large anymore. The lake doesn't look as awesome as it used to. You know, it just was so big. And especially when you had to walk around it, it was really huge. So I think basically the physical campus and the diversity that I see of the students. It's more diversity, and also when I came here, the faculty wasn't diverse. It may be one, you know, or two of color. Population was definitely not the numbers that we see now, and also the administration. So I see change, and that gives me hope that change will continue in the right direction. I think the fondest memory that I have at UM was when we approached the administration and said we didn't want to do summer abroad study in Europe. We wanted to study abroad in Africa. And so they said, okay, write a proposal and get a faculty advisor, a faculty sponsor. And we did that. We did both of those things, and we presented it to them. They approved it, the Henry King Stanford faculty. We had the Division of Continuing Education, and it was all planned out really well. And we went as the first African American group to go study abroad in Africa in the summer of '72 with Joyce and George Knox were the advisors, and it was 4 students. It was a life-changing experience. We went on a charter plane that was full of African American students from all over the country. We went through the African American Institute of Foreign Study, and it was all planned out. We went through the Western Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, at that time Togo and Dahomey, and Senegal, and Ivory Coast. And we spent 6 weeks, and the university funded it. We had to bring back the receipts of everything that we did. And we stayed in universities, we stayed in hostels, we made our arrangements as we went. We traveled by Peugeot, we traveled by jitneys, you know, through the different countries. And at that time, we were going to go to South Africa also, but intercontinental travel was quite expensive, and apartheid was still in place. And they said, if you go, you're not going to get out of the airport, they're not going to take you anywhere, taxis are not going to pick you up. But that trip is the most memorable piece that I have from this university. It changed my life. The experiences with the people. We went to Nigeria, and it was after the Biafran War, and we went to the Enugu, the eastern part of Nigeria where that war was, and we could still see the bullet holes in the buildings, and so many people were maimed. It just was such a touching and an empowering trip. That would be the most memorable of my experience here. And then adding some lesser ones was the fact that we protested and had sit-ins, and things changed. You know, we went from 25 students coming in my class and 25 the year before, and asking to increase that number. Also, as you've heard Harold Long and them say, increase the number of faculty and administrators. And that, I think, causes me to keep those memories alive. I mean, this is coming almost 50 years after I graduated. And I said, you waited almost 50 years for this to happen. I'm hardly remembering where I went to school. But thank God, we still have those memories. And it's only because they were memories that impacted our lives.